Hello, truthers.
I am the Grand Archaeologist.
Yes, and you know me as the Crab King.
Today we've got a very special show for you. We're going to be talking about one of the oldest forms of magic, that is gravity magic, and its implications in today's society.
Yes, and why the lizard people taught it to us back in the ancient days of Inca's empire, which is the first civilization on the planet.
We're talking pre-Egypt, guys. We're talking pre-Egypt discoveries.
Yes. All right.
In other news,
of course, I was getting all sidetracked. We're going to talk about Trump's death, the cyborg that replaced Trump as Trump, and the lizard's people's secret plan to conquer America.
but back to gravity magic. Look at this picture. Look at that. Tell me that doesn't look natural to you. It doesn't. And we're going to talk about how that actually happens.
As you can see in this picture, it's a giant piece of metal, and somehow that gets in the sky.
Do you ever see
Explain that to me.
any other giant pieces of metal in the sky?
No.
Does your weight, does your 45-pound plate just move up?
No, I've never seen a person fly. Have you ever seen a person fly?
I've never seen any person fly.
What about two people?
Definitely not 2 people.
Okay, what about 800 people?
Definitely not 800 people.
Okay, so now we have a huge piece of metal, 800 people,
800 people.
a mile up in the sky.
And the justification is because it's going fast. I don't care how fast you go. I mean, a car goes pretty fast.
I've never seen a car take off long.
Never. You know why? Because there's no mages.
There is no mages. All right, so now let's show a picture of these mages casting a spell before these airplanes take off.
They're often known as, what do they call them? Air traffic people, whatever. They're clearly waving magic wands.
Yes, clearly. I have a brother who's a flight attendant. He said behind closed doors, this is just me and him sitting there, that they're referred to as air mages.
Yeah, the stuff's obvious. It's easy to see. It's just people don't question these things. They're taught in school. A little wind and a little wing, getting a little fast, makes things lift off the ground that are 1,000 pounds, if not more. So what would you recommend to our viewers as far as getting on airplanes?
You know, you would think that the spell they're casting on you, and you're becoming a little bit lighter, that it would be phenomenal to have, because you step on the scale and you're like, oh, dang, I lost, 100 pounds.
Yeah.
But in reality, it's very, very dangerous. You lose a little bit of your soul every time it's cast, and that soul goes up into
the seventh circle of heaven, where the lizard people can use their spacecraft to catch it. Because the lizard people are more immune to gravity magic, and they can get up higher. That's why all the astronauts have been lizard people.
Well, they are the people that actually invented gravity magic, right? If we go back to our history lesson earlier...
Dragons?
They taught it to the dragons. They taught it to the birds.
Yes.
So, what we're saying is the problem here with gravity magic is that you lose a little bit of your soul when you get on an airplane. Avoid them at all costs. And of course, the lizard people gather your souls, and then they feed it to the robo-cops that they have. If you look at Trump now, and we'll show you a picture of him, you see how he is a cyborg? That body is a robot!
Absolutely. And this is clear not only from just looking at him. We all know he looks weird.
Show the image of Mike Obama.
Yeah, so clearly Trump died from COVID, and that's a shame because he used to be part of the Order of the Majestic Beast, along with Dumbledore and Gandalf.
Yeah.
So it's a shame that he died, and they needed to fill his power vacuum because he had so much power with the conservatives and with the right-leaning people of America. So they needed to appoint somebody they could use, though. And because of that, they chose Mike Obama's son, Malik Obama, and they planted his intelligence into this cyborg that now is in Trump's body.
Yeah.
And it's obvious from the way that he moves. It's obvious from the way that he acts. It's clear, and we've got sources that confirm that it's true.
Yeah, and we'll talk a little bit of that more next week. Our spy Legolas, who you all know we've mentioned almost every week, he's going to be on next week, so stay tuned at Truth Media.